All right, this is Part 8, Applications. In this case, we're solving for time. So previously we had all of the information, and we were solving for an amount. Now we're actually looking for time. Same type of thing. We need to go through and identify what each component is. So first, we're going to go down the list. What is Y? What does it stand for? Total amount. So what is the total amount I'm looking for? 1,200. Now where'd you get 1,200? It says doubled. And what am I doubling? 600. So 600 has to be what? Which letter? A. It is my starting amount. 600 is A. Okay. Now let's look at our interest rate. What is my interest that I'm being paid? Should be 5%. That would be my R. Okay. Now do I have to convert that? Yes, we convert it to a decimal, so I have to move it over 2 places. We're essentially dividing by 100. Now we just said time is what we're looking for, so I'm going to put a question mark right here. And then N. What magic word tells me N? Quarterly. How often in a year is quarterly? 4. 4 times a year. Okay, so we're going to plug everything into our equation. I have my Y, 1,200 equals to A, 600, 1 plus R, 0.05, divided by N, which is 4. And that's all raised to 4 times T. So remember, we're looking for T. Okay? Let's simplify everything else that we can simplify. So that big, huge mess inside the parentheses, we're going to simplify that. So I've got to plug that in. That's 1 plus 0.05 divided by 4. There it goes. Okay? So that's what? 1.0125 to the 4t power. There's my 600 and then my 12,000. Now, I need to get t by itself. The first thing I can get rid of is whatever's in front of the parentheses. How would we get rid of the 600? Divide by 600. So when you divide by 600, 1,200 divided by 600, 2. That should be easy. Okay. Now here comes the fun part. Notice what I'm looking for is in the exponent. That means I have to turn it into a log. Oh no. What is the base of my log? Yes. Whatever's attached to the exponent is my base. So 1.0125. Then I go across the equal sign. What's on the other side of the equal sign? 2. And now I come back and I write down my exponent. That is 4t. Now how do we plug this into the calculator? Give you a big hint. We go back to part 6. Part 6 was change base. Okay? Base change base. So the 1.0125 is going to go where? Top or bottom? Bottom. Base starts with B, bottom starts with B. The base goes to the bottom. Okay? Okay, so let's plug that into our calculator. So we have log, don't forget to close your parentheses, 2 divided by log 1.0125. Okay. Did you guys get that? We do need to round. We're taking it to the nearest penny because that's what our bank would do. And now I got 55.80 once I round. Did you guys get that? Okay? If you didn't, make sure you closed your parentheses. Now, I still need to solve for t. What's with my t? The 4. Yes, we'll divide by 4. So let's take that final amount, divide by 4.
13.95.
Yes. So 13.95 years. So almost 14 years to double. Okay? That's a long time. That's a very long time. Too much time, right? Okay. Ignore problem 3 for right now. Let's just look at problem number 2. We're going to do the exact same thing. Okay, we also want this one to double. Okay, now notice we also have the same numbers in this problem. We're doing a comparison here. So y would equal to what value? 600 or 1200? Y has not changed. Now remember, P stands for principal, which is my initial amount. What was the initial amount? 600. I still have an R. And my R is what? Yes, 0.05. We convert that percentage to a decimal. T. Well, T is what we're looking for because it's continuously compounded. Notice we do not have an N. Instead, we have an E. You want to know the secret? E is a button on your calculator. You literally hit the button. You're going to hit second, and then you're going to hit LN. You don't have to do anything for E. E is already there for you. All you have to know is how to hit the button. All right? So let's plug in what we got. Y is 1200. That equals to 600. E to the R is 0.05 times T. Now we're going to do the same thing that we just did on the previous problem. We want to get rid of the 600. How do we get rid of the 600?
Divide by 600.
Yep, divide by 600. Easy enough. So now I have 2 equals to E to the 0.05 T. Now, what is a log base E called? ln, or natural log. So I'm going to convert this. So this is ln of what? Go across the equal sign. 2 equals to 0.05 T. Now the cool part with ln, you don't have to do change base. It's a button on your calculator. All you have to do is push the button. So you hit ln2, enter. You get that big long decimal value, 0.693, blah, 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 blah. Now what would you do to get T by itself?
Divide by 0.05.
Yes, divide by 0.05. So I'm going to take what I just got with the ln of 2 and I'm going to divide that by 0.05. So T equals to what? 13.86 years. So it didn't really change that much between continuously compounded and if I compounded the other way. So 13.95 minus 13.86. So what? That saved me 1 month. Woohoo! I got the money 1 month earlier.